Welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy this Lushoto vlog. So Lushoto is in North Tanzania. Karibu. Hi YouTube world, welcome back to another video. So today I'm taking you along on this Lushoto vlog. So I traveled to Lushoto back in August, and as you can see from the video, Lushoto is very cold because it's located on top of the mountains, which means you're gonna have good views. So we stayed at Mullers Lounge. This was our cottage, so we had the sitting room and 2 bedrooms. My bedroom was on the right of the cottage, and I'll show you how my room looked. And the covers are very comfortable. So because Lushoto is very cold, so I think that was the most important part of the room. The covers are so comfortable, and as you can see, there's enough room for one or two, but it was just me for my room. And that was my bag, and that's just like everything else that comes with the room. It's basically everything you will need for this day. And that was me recording this vlog, so yeah. So this was a group trip organized by Gianna Adventures, and I had the opportunity to meet amazing ladies, and I'm so grateful for this trip because I don't know how else I would have met them without this trip. So not all of them are featured in this video, most of them are not, but I just want to say that I'm grateful for all people that I met during this trip, and it was a wonderful time that I had. So that's a close-up view of the room, the towers and everything. It's nothing much, but it's basically everything you need. This was the end of day one, and this is us singing in our cottage. This was right before we went and had dinner and had a good rest because we were sort of tired from like the long trip that we just had, and we're just like winding down for the day. So this was day 2 of the trip, and that's the way to our room. I woke up early so that I could see the sunrise, and it was such a beautiful morning. I personally love nature, so this destination was giving everything it's supposed to give. Like, one thing I did like about Mullers Lodge is that they have a lot of cottages, and which means you are guaranteed to have your privacy and just have like your space. And each and every cottage has like a good surrounding, good outdoor sitting place, and like all the places are surrounded with nature, which is why we went for the trip. This is the close-up look from outside of our cottages. So this was just a sitting room and 2 bedrooms that we had, and from outside it looks like this, and the inside is what I did show you guys yesterday. So we were now walking down so that we could go to the dining and have breakfast. I did like the environment because all the places are filled with gardens and flowers and trees, so the air is fresh. Okay. And everything is just giving nature vibes, you know. Like, see these beautiful gardens. They have very much good surroundings, which it's a good place to go if you just like want to refresh, or you just want to like change environment and see new things, you know. So like this is very much therapeutic hearing, you know. Like, I love nature walks, so walking around this Mullers Lodge all the time, it felt like I'm having a nature walk because there's so much nature around the area. Like, look at all of this. Look at all of this beauty. You can go wrong here. They have like beautiful gardens, guys. You should check it out. If you go to Lushoto, make sure you stay at Mullers Lodge. So then we had breakfast, and then for day 2 we were doing hiking of Mkozi Waterfalls, which is someplace nearby. And I did not record the us having meals part. So after having our breakfast, we had some downtime before going for the hike, so I used the time to record like more videos of the surroundings so that you guys could see everything else. So that's the group of the ladies that I was joined with, and they were amazing, like amazing. This is the entryway to the main house at Mullers Lodge, and it's beautiful. So there are other rooms in this main house, or you can choose the cottages from where we stayed. And this is the beautiful bar, which we chilled here at night. So, and then they set for us like bonfires on the side. It was so beautiful. But during the day, you can sit at the bar, or they have these other sitting areas. You could either like sit here along this pond, or you could sit here where you have like the whole of the garden around you. Like, it's just giving life is for living, bruh. Like the gardens are so beautiful, and they have like a wide variety of flowers, which makes these gardens even more beautiful because you just can't run out of things to look at. Like the gardens are just that beautiful. And I like the fact that like most of their things are like natural nature designs kind of stuff. So I like the vibe, just to say the least. More gardens, small flowers, more sitting areas. Like they have a lot of private sitting areas, which means I think that place is designed to have like a lot of privacy. And this is me. This is where I go for the hike. Yeah, and here we were. So I went hiking with that heavy jacket because it was so cold. Like 1 minute it is freezing cold, and then you hike, and then it's hot, and then you take the jacket off. Two steps, it's cold again. So I hiked all the way up with that jacket because it was fucking cold, bruh. It was so cold. Like Lushoto is very, very cold. I'm not sure if it's that way throughout the year or it does change, but it was cold for me. So this was us hiking up to go and see Mkuzi Waterfalls. It's one of the nearby places. This was the source of the water, I think, because at this point we are almost at the top. The hike is not very long actually. It's one of the shortest hikes that I've had, so you don't have to stress about it. But so this is me, and this is how I looked on the hike. I mean, like, this was when we got at the top, and this is how the top looks like. It is beautiful. It is very beautiful, and I was so much excited to get here. I just love nature walks, so like these hikes and stuff like that, kind of like they feel therapeutic for me, kind of situation. This is the Mkuzi Waterfalls. This is it. Like I said, the hike is not very high, so even the waterfalls are not that big because it's a short hike. And this is the surrounding. So later that day, we went at Irente Sunset View. So this is one of the places that is known to have the best sunset views in TZ. And we got there early. This was before the sunset, so we had time to like chill and wait for the sunset. We were waiting for that beautiful view, but still we hiked our way up, yes, as well. So we did like 2 hikes in a day for that day, but these views were just like worth it. And I didn't capture like a good video of the sunset, but just know that the sunset was giving. Take my word for it. Okay. So later that day we had like game nights and chill and talk kind of situation. So we just like chilled at night after dinner, had drinks, we talked about all things, life stories and all of that. We played some games, we did connect, and it was beautiful. Like hearing stories from other people and just like learning from other people that have lived the path that you're also living through. It's kind of healing. So this is the whole clue of us, and this is the bonfire that we had at night. It was giving everything I was supposed to give. We did a few other activities on day 3 that I did not record, and this is it all. So I'll link the page of the person who organized this trip in the bio. Bye.